Alright, here is a quick test drive of a GLE350. This is the 2024 model, and it's refreshed, so it's still pretty similar to the previous one, but it looks like this one has the same style of roof that lets the sun in, so I'd have to see if I could get one without that. Alright, let's see what we've got in the way of traffic. It's really hard to see out of here, and then I have a few initial observations. Oh, I gotta go. Okay. So the other thing is this one also has the more traditional style seating adjustment where you actually physically move it to move the seat. So I think I actually like that a bit better. When I had my Range Rover, the cooled seats would actually blow air-conditioned air through the seats. I don't think this one is doing that so much, but I've got it on. We'll see if it cools down after a bit. It's pretty hot out today. So right off the bat, let's see if I can figure out where to turn the air. I want to turn that off. So this screen, the one that's in front of you like this, this is on low. Don't need it that cold. And I want to try to turn the fan down a little bit. There, that's better. Now I can actually hear the car. So this one, as you can imagine, it has a more solid, hefty feel than the GLC did. I also like this one because there's no glare surfaces. So in both cases, that's really good. This one must have leather as an option, just from the smell. This one looks like it's pretty loaded up. I didn't catch the sticker price, but I'm guessing it's well north of 70. So this is pretty loaded. So I do like that screen. They've used a version of that for a while now, and my G-Wagon had something similar to that. Let's get this up one more notch to get a little bit more air coming in here. Now, one thing I noticed in the GLC when I was test driving it is it seemed like it only had 7 gears. This one looks like it may have the 9-speed transmission. I'll have to look that up and see if that's really the case, but that is kind of interesting that they go possibly with the 7-speed for the GLC and the 9-speed for the GLE. Once I get it up to highway speeds, we'll find out more about that. Got a bit of a line of traffic here to get onto the highway. So this is nice. This feels good to drive. Getting a little bit of cool air coming out of the seats. Nothing too crazy. I wonder if I can just kind of go around these people and get on the highway easily enough. Yeah, it looks like I can. It actually kind of sounds funny, an SUV that's in this size class having 4 cylinders, but I would expect this to be slower than the GLC. Once I get around this turn, it's not bad. It looks like the steering wheel is identical, so that means I push that and that to set the cruise. Yeah, this one doesn't appear to have the Distronic as well. Just the speed adjustment. So this one actually has, it seems like a little more wind noise. And that makes sense because, I mean, it is a taller vehicle. And let me try lower the seat a little bit more. It looks like we've got some rain starting to come out. I wasn't expecting rain today, so that's kind of interesting. Yeah, overall, this is really nice too. I actually really like this. I could see getting this. Probably I like this over the GLC for a few different reasons. Now, the sales guy told me in the GLC that I could get cooled seats if I wanted to. I'd have to look and see, you know, what kind of options I could get. I believe the cooled seats are an option on this one as well. Let's see. Yeah, I think, how do we... There we go. Maybe that's the automatic wipers. In new cars, it seems like the windshield, it looks like it comes pre-soaked with Rain-X. I'm going way slower than the speed limit here because the exit I'm going to take is about a mile up. Overall, a really nice layout, combination of buttons and stuff in the screen, and then you got this thing here, which I'm sure isn't too bad to use. Apparently the rain is freaking these people out. The speed limit is like 70 here, and these people are going so slow, but it's okay. I'll be getting off at this exit right here. Yeah, I like this. I like this. And I talked to the guy that sells these at the dealership I'm at, and he said they don't really have any time limit for when you just buy a more mainstream car. So if I got tired of it and wanted to sell it early, I could. I think though you still are at risk of if I were to like trade it in somewhere, for example, and it gets exported, I think that would still be a problem. So if I buy something like a new Mercedes, I'm gonna keep it for at least a year just to be sure that I don't get into any trouble. And it was 9 months on my Range Rover. So anyway, yeah, this is nice. This is nice. I like this. This may be a new car for me. Oh, and let's punch it a little bit. One more thing that I noticed about both of these cars is they have something similar to what my Range Rover had, which is the sort of hybrid motor. I made a video about the way my Range Rover starts sometimes, where you don't hear a traditional starter sound. You just hear like the engine roars to life. This one did that when I was starting it. So yeah, it's definitely got something like that. And this does look a lot like an older SUV. The styling isn't really that out there, which is fine. Don't mind that. Yeah, so that must be rain sensing wipers. Let's hit resume. And okay, yeah, this is pretty nice. This is a real contender for me. I test drove a Dodge Hornet too, and although that's a whole different class of car, I liked that as well. I was actually going to go drive one of those today, a different one, but I called the dealership and they hung up on me. They're like, hang on a second, we'll find you a salesperson, and then they hung up. So I'm like, okay, we'll just go somewhere else. A little bit much there. Apparently if you push it hard, it does the bump up by 5 miles an hour. Or wait, how does this work? Maybe if you swipe like that, it's 1 mile an hour. And if you click, it's 5 miles an hour. So that's kind of interesting. A little getting used to there. I think if I got one of these, I'd also want to have the Distronic. But I'd say, yeah, this is proper for a mid-tier luxury vehicle. The materials are nice. The design of the interior is nice. Let's see, I'm gonna pop around this truck here. Get up to the next exit. Yeah, so a little surprise rain. It does quite nicely in the rain, but then again, pretty much every Benz I've ever had has done pretty well in the rain. So yeah, this is a nice car. I blabbered on a lot longer about this one than I did about the GLC, so that probably means I like this one better. Anyway, hope you enjoyed my blabbering, and have a great day.